Shalom, shalom, Shabbat shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Bakak, Dash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth, giving us His understanding, and salutations to the sincere Akim and Aquath that you listen. May the blessing of election be over your house. My name is Brother Raquai, back in here, just with another quick lesson. And I was just out for a walk early this morning, and I was just meditating on a couple of things. One of the brothers in the camp and I, we were, just enjoying each other's company last night, and we're just doing a lesson, and we just ended up talking about, what it's like to actually, be amongst Babylon, and we were talking about children, and we were talking about family, the state of the world, and all this kind of stuff. And and when you think about it, man, this place is crazy, man. Babylon the Great, aka America. America is crazy. Yahweh Ratazah, this video won't be too long. Yahweh Ratazah, it's edifying. And we were just talking about the state of the world. And we were talking about the difference between the vibration that Babylon the Great emits versus in these Caribbean countries, because a lot in these Caribbean countries, where our folks are from, I grew up there myself. It's a different vibration. They stick more to the customs and traditions, like for example raising children, in pursuant to, when you read Deuteronomy 21, children, when they're disobedient, they're supposed to be chastised. But here, in Babylon the Great, they they allow children to just do whatever, just do as thou wilt, essentially, right? It's a very satanic spirit over this place, man. And the scriptures also say that train up a child in the way that he shall go, so when he's old, he doesn't depart from it, right? And what do they not want to depart them from? Depart from the scriptures, right? Because that is what gives us the wisdom, the knowledge, and understanding. That's what guides us in this place, man. But in Babylon the Great, they in America and these Western nations, they allow children to just talk back to their teachers, talk back to their superiors and things like that. And when you read in Deuteronomy 21, all that, if a child continues to be, very disobedient, they get rid of him. They stone him, So the law was harsh. The law is harsh, I should say. It's a schoolmaster pursuant to Galatians, And, so that was just one of the things, we decided to speak on, as well as, the condition of the food as well. That was another contrast we were talking about, between the Salakia. Yeah. The contrast between, food is raised here and the way food is nurtured and cultivated in, in this part of the world, because the food here, they add so much chemicals to it. The soil itself is deprived of what's it called, like nutrients. So inflation, if you really think of it, even though there's inflation going on with the dollar as well, there's also an inflation currently being experienced with the food. Because when you try to actually buy certain foods, the healthy foods, whether it's your vegetables, your fruits, they're not those vegetables and fruits don't naturally get the amount of punch, amount of nutrients that it's normally supposed to, because the soil itself is supposed to have, its own nutrients, right? I believe it's supposed to have its own pH, like a balanced pH, if I'm not mistaken. Hence why, the land has to get a chance to rest, right? And there's a scripture in Isaiah that talks about how the earth mourneth, right? Because we live under the vibration of a mad scientist, right? And the mad scientist wants to control everybody, with his CHIP. He wants to, even, we were talking about what's it called? Recently, they were coming out in British Columbia. They were saying how what's it called? They want to bring out, there's a new variant for the C18+1, right? And they're already prepping the new batch of new fruit juices, if you know what I'm saying, right? So they like the scriptures say that we are not ignorant to their devices, right? So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen in the next couple months. That sedition, like it says in Ezra's, because I think that there's a lot of people a lot of jakes, a lot of people are not going to be, they're going to be very, very distrustful towards the government, and they're not going to regard their kings and their princes, right? Like it says in Ezra's, right? So, so you're just talking about a couple of things, and it's a very interesting time, but I guess for brothers who don't have children, it could be, it can also be a burden, to have children and to actually, live amongst this captivity, right? Because that's really what this is, But I think I'll just end it off right here. I just wanted to touch on a couple things, we were just talking, flowing in the spirit, and a couple things came out, Oh, and Sirach, before I end it off, Sirach says that the Most High Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, created medicines out of the earth, right? And he that is wise would not abhor them. And pursuant to Proverbs 9 and 10, the first step to attaining wisdom is first and foremost fear, right? So anyways, I think I'll end it off here. I'm not going to make this too long. I'm just out for a little walk at the moment. And I just wanted to share a little about that conversation that the brother and I had. And, just thinking about a couple things and thinking about this place. And how this place needs to be righteously set up in proper order, right? So, and there's a scripture there in Habakkuk that says when the Most High brings the destruction, Salakia, that he, Lord willing, he has mercy on us, right? So, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, that he, continues to have mercy on us, right? So, anyways, it's a little windy where I am, so forgive me if you can't hear too well. Anyways, Yahweh Ratazah, this video was edifying, and I'd just like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us truth. Till next time, I say Shalom.